Well, hey there, YouTube Speedy Two Finger. Gonna cut the air conditioner off. Yeah, it's July. Today is July 3rd, so lots of fireworks going off. Our neighbors have obviously been making trips down to Mexico and bringing kilos of cocaine and heroin, fentanyl, up to the city of Chicago, and as their cover, they just pile tons of mortars, half sticks of dynamite, and barribas into their vehicles to cover the fentanyl and crack cocaine that they bring up. Because I guess it's legal for you to just turn your community into a war zone, which is what's been going on every day. Is unbelievably loud. Are they just sticks of dynamite that they're lighting up? Anyway, I'm here to talk about the BLAUX. It's spelled BLAUX, portable air conditioner system. And I'm just going to save everybody some time. Don't enter your credit card information into BLAUX, okay? This is so obviously a scam. And how do I know? Well, I inspected a BLAUX unit. They had one at the Goodwill store a week ago. Someone had purchased it, tested it, and returned it. It was in the package with all of the warranty card, registration, whatever instruction booklet came with it. I don't think I saw a warranty card, but there was some paperwork, and then there was the BLAUX unit. And what did I see? Well, it's a tiny box with it's a Peltier cooling system, which is, it's like bouncing air off of a surface that is a lower temperature than what is in the room. So, me as a person who has a basic grasp of physics, like you understand that it's July and you're going to think that you could purchase this thing that weighs about as much as 3 styrofoam cups. You're going to plug that into a USB port, fill it up with a 1/4 cup of cold water, and then it's going to cool the room that you're in. That's some, you want to talk about high as a kite, or smoking crack, rather. It's just, there's no way that this thing works. And when you take a look into it even deeper, there's a woman who made a video, Is It a Scam?, who went and did a much better job than I did with my video. I watched her video. I looked to try to find a review, and I couldn't find a review of it. The investors behind BLAUX, have done an incredible job at bad PowerPoint presentations, Photoshop. All of the imagery that you see is images that they've stolen, that they've Photoshopped a BLAUX unit into. They've obviously typed in fair-haired white woman relaxing and gotten every image that they could see of a slightly older blonde woman putting her with her arms behind her head in some kind of a summer dress, and then they photoshopped or fair-haired children sleeping. And my favorite is the one with the leaves coming, cartoon green leaves coming out of the unit. Like, it's... Do you have to clean those up? The leaves that come out of it? So when you type in BLAUX, it's spelled BLAUX. All right, like, we've got to talk about this, because this is one of those marketing things that I love it. I love this. The idea that people are entering their credit card number into this place, because that is a scam. They don't tell you there's all these like PayPal logos and stuff. If you click on them, it doesn't take you to PayPal. You're just typing your credit card number into the internet. There's nothing. You're just, okay, this little thing, it's going to solve all my problems. I'm not going to have to pay any I'm going to pay $90 now, but then I won't have to run my air conditioner because I'm just going to tote my blow every time I go into it. I need to go to the bathroom, I'll bring my blow with me. Time to go to sleep, bring the blow and put it on the nightstand. Time to go in the car, bring the blow with. Bring it in the car. Why not? I could use some of those cartoon leaves in the vehicle. It's like so yeah, if you type in blow reviews, what you'll find is that they have peppered the internet with ads that come up in the Google responses that look like reviews, and it'll say blow portable air conditioner scam alert, and then you click on it, and what it'll be is it'll say, it'll have a town name that's near you, okay, that's like 15 minutes away, and then it'll say, oh, I'm here, my name's John Robertson, and I'm here, and the jury is out. Like, obviously it's going to look like maybe this thing might be a scam, but the jury's out, and we're going to take a look at some of the information that what is true about this thing. And it'll be paragraph after paragraph of legal double talk speak of stuff that you can't deny about it. Like, it's a small, lightweight unit that's powered off of either a wall plug or a USB. That it works off of a Peltier cooling system, which is a proven scientific method for cooling stuff. So when you add all of that up, it doesn't really tell you anything. But there is all of these images in there that are photoshopped images of people who look like they're in a state of rapture. They look like they have hit nirvana. They're just beaming with pleasure and peace. They're at the most calm state that a human being could be. They certainly don't look like they're hot. And in the background will be a Photoshop blow machine with green leaves shooting out of the front of it. So they've got that covered. If you go to page 10, you go 10 pages deep on a Google search for reviews for a blow, and even the fact that I'm making a video to tell you that the blow blows. Like, you already knew before you clicked this, didn't you? I mean, come on. Was there any inkling that this thing would really do a good job at cooling your home? That is some miracle new thing. And I guess the story is that there was a boy named Oliver who was an orphan, okay? He's got 140 IQ, and he is in an area of the United States there really isn't a lot of money, as if you would be if you were an orphan, and it's hot. So he develops this blow prototype and brings that into his classroom, and it magically, instantly cools down the whole room. They're all able to focus on their studies, and then we have the entrepreneur guy come in with the money and mass market this, which is, again, you can, if you look on Alibaba, you can find one for $10, which is what I read, or excuse me, what the woman on the other video. So that piece of information I got off of that woman's video, and I should have her name, forgive me, but she made a good quality video either today or yesterday on it, because this is all you're going to see. They are you're going to see ads for this into August. I guess it's going to be about a 1 month, 2 month campaign, and everyone who's dumb enough to buy one is going to buy one, and then they're going to be flooding the resale, you know. So it's got color changing LEDs on it, which is another instant, like, if it changes colors, that's a psychological thing. You would put it on blue. Let me change the color setting on my BLAUX to blue. So I can psychologically trick you into feeling cooler when it's 107 degrees in August in New Orleans. So this woman actually looked, she tried to hunt down, like, is there really, like, where is this Oliver kid? Did they just make him up? And yes, they did. They just made him up. It's all, everything about the BLAUX is lies, okay? So moving on, there's a bunch of internet content, YouTube content for the BLAUX. And all of that is all the same footage. It's all this PowerPoint presentation with pros and cons. It'll have a red X and a green check mark. Bad PowerPoint presentation, and they'll use the same video with a different audio. So they're taking this one presentation and then repackaging it and spamming. This is what they're doing. They're spamming the internet, or filling the internet up with their propaganda about how great this thing is, so you can't find a real review. So if you have a YouTube channel, this would be an interesting video for you to make a video on the BLAUX, see what information you can come up with. Like me, I watched that woman's video. I did a little bit of looking around. I didn't really prepare much for this, because I think that anybody watching my channel, you're going to have a basic handle on physics, and like, you're not going to believe that a little plastic box that changes colors that you pour water into and plug into a USB port is going to cool your home. And then when you see the imagery, like, I'm twisting your arm to whether you make a video or not, just dig in and start looking, because the imagery, all the Photoshops that they've done are worth your time alone. Taking a look for these people who are in a state of bliss that they've Photoshopped these BLAUX machines in, and the fact that even that they call it a BLAUX, and where is it made? You know, like, who really thought of this? It wasn't some kid named Oliver. Okay, is it Oliver Twist? Is his last name Twist too? Anyway, the amount of joy and enrichment of my life that this product has brought is eternal and immeasurable, because how many times in the future I'm going to be driving down the street and I'll think of this, and this, of all the poor people who actually typed their credit card number into the internet and had their identity stolen, and bought 3 of them. Like, oh, you can get an even better deal if you get 3 BLAUX. And it's really telling that they didn't put 3 AA or AAA batteries in it, because that would be a dead giveaway. But it would probably work really well as far as functionality of plugging the BLAUX into your USB or plugging it into the wall. If you ran it on a pack of 3 AAAs, it would probably run for 2 days, you know, maybe 3. But they didn't include that, because people then, at that point, any common housewife or person who might not really, their logic function could be pushed off to the side by the marketing. But if you throw in that it runs off 3 AA batteries immediately, that's going to pull into the pull in to engage their logic function to think, hey, this thing runs off 3 AA batteries. It's a toy. It's pretend. It doesn't do anything. And that's what I saw when I looked at it. It's a little cube that has a computer fan in it, and then there's a reservoir where you pour some water, and there's some type of a radiator that it blows through that has the cool water. And so if you get ice cold water and fill this thing up and turn it on, it's going to blow cold. But it's July. Like, this thing would work in a mouse cage if you refilled the water every 15 minutes. That's how it would work. You would have to refill the water every 15 minutes. And it would work in an area of a terrarium or a slightly larger than a shoebox. It would cool that. And by cooling it, I'm saying it would change the temperature by 5 to 10 degrees. This is July, okay? If I shut my air off to make a YouTube video, which is 20 minutes, and the temperature goes up 4 degrees in 20 minutes, and I've got to run a massive 12,000 BTU unit to cool one room. I mean, this thing, I can barely lift it. It's so heavy. This machine, this air conditioner that we purchased. It takes me and my wife to carry it. And you're telling me this plastic thing that weighs less than a can of pop is going to do the same thing? Well, maybe in Rick and Morty universe or Looney Tunes, but not in Chicago in July. So it's just basic logic function or minimal concept of how things work on the Earth in this universe that I live in, reality, is immediately tells me that something like the BLAUX, you're paying $90 to think for a short period of time from when that money leaves your account until when you actually test the unit. You're buying hope. You're paying $90 for 3 days of hope, of thinking that you've beat the system. That Trump has tricked us again. He's shocked us with his rate hike. Right? All right, you guys. Thank you for being smart. I know my audience is people that are watching my videos they would never be so gullible as to waste their money on something like a BLAUX. I made this video because this is a fun video for me to make. I really didn't think anybody watching this would be dumb enough to buy one. But at the same turn of the screw, I understand that there are people out there that are very easily swayed by slick marketing campaigns. And when they bury the truth as deep as they did with this campaign, when they fill the internet up as well as they did, they really did a good job of filling up everywhere you would look is full of propaganda that says you should get one. The chances of somebody actually putting their credit card number go pretty high up. So I'm gonna kid around with myself and joke around with myself enough to say that hopefully maybe I did prevent one person from getting their identity stolen. And what do you get in return? You get a BLAUX. you get that thing sitting in your apartment or your home as a festering reminder of your folly. And the fact that you traded your identity for this plastic box that you pour water into. And one of the things that I read said, it purifies and humidifies the air. Like, who wants humidified air in July? We have a 45-pound machine that all it does is dehumidify. And you got to empty 3/4 of a gallon every 3 hours. It fills up. So, yeah, that's another tip. If you're looking to get a break on your air conditioning bill, look for a dehumidifier and run one of those, because it really helps. It really does help. Anyway, you guys, stay safe, stay smart, have some fun looking into the BLAUX today. I'll see you guys around. Peace. Oh wait, let me turn my BLAUX back on. Ooh, it's running a little low. The AAAs need to be replaced. Honey, I need another Dixie cup full of lukewarm water to put in the BLAUX.